Nazim likes to eat babies. Alright, you know what? That might not be one of the more popular fan theories out there. I think I'll probably save that one for now. But there are some out there that they're just incredible and they've received a lot of attention over the years. So today I did want to list my top 5 fan theories in Skyrim. Let's get into it. And also, I am going to focus on some of the most popular ones here and then make a separate video on some of the lesser known ones in the future. There's just too many good ones not to cover. Starting off with number 5, Paarthurnax is evil. Whoa, Nelly, I know, just jump into it like that. But really, this could be a very strong possibility. In fact, there's even a line of dialogue where he tells you that it's wise to never trust a dragon. So, what's he really up to then? Well, it's no surprise that Alduin is his main enemy, right? Especially when it comes to ruling over the dragons. And he realizes that he can't take him out by himself, but he knows who can, especially if they can grow the power of their Thu'um. The Dragonborn! You! This is why he's so willing to help you out. Sure, he tries to reassure you that he's changed into a better dragon over thousands of years, but don't forget, dragons are inherently destructive, dominating creatures, and it's hard to forget that he killed probably a large amount of people during the Merithic era. So what he wants to do is enslave all of mankind. After Alduin is killed, there's a scene where you see him gathering up the dragons and then flying away. But where are they going? Right? Somewhere to grow and become stronger, plan their takeover. You'll even notice that dragons will still attack you even after Paarthurnax leaves. These are the ones, they just can't wait any longer. They want to slowly weaken the people of Skyrim so that once that big attack comes, it will be a sure victory for the dragons. Number 4, the Emperor of Tamriel actually killed himself. He's the one who set up the Dark Brotherhood contract with the use of his advisor, Modier. So to start, he realizes, look, no one likes him or thinks he's fit to rule. They just got over a horrible war. He signed the White Gold Concordant, banning all worship of Talos. Hammerfell has been kicked out of the Empire, and now Skyrim has fallen to civil war. Right? In the eyes of the people, it doesn't look like he's doing such a good job. And if he just kills himself, well, then he looks like he's a coward who couldn't take the heat. So this is where you come in, already on your way to the boat, you know, the one that's still docked in Solitude, even though there was already a successful assassination on the Emperor's body double right there in the city. A test to see if the job can get done, perhaps? Damn, you are a good killer. So you sneak into the boat, and the first thing you notice is just how little defenses there are. Sure, there are some agents on board, but not nearly as much as you would think, so you pass them very easily. And then once you're in his cabin, you're shocked at just how calm he is, like he's been expecting you. You might even ask that, and he says, yes, I must die, and you must deliver the blow. It is simply the way it is. Right? He's come to this conclusion long ago. And then as far as asking you for the death of Amon Modier, that's just to tie up loose ends. Probably as one of his close advisors, he went to Modier to send out the hit for his death, which is why he then contacts you. But as long as he's alive, he's witness to the whole thing, and the Emperor's name can become even more sullied than it already is. Thus, the both of them must die, according to plan. Number 3, Myek the Liar is a god. I know, this has been talked about in length, but there's another part to this that I just can't shake off. Hear me out. First, though, let me start with the basics. Myek has appeared in every game since Morrowind, right? This spans hundreds of years. He must be immortal to be traveling around Tamriel for that long, right? Well, the thing is, there's a line of dialogue where he says that his father was named Myek, and that his father's father was also named Myek. So this would explain the family tradition of always naming the son Myek and how they've been around for so long. The thing is, this could just as easily be one of his many lies, a way to protect his secret of being a god. If people ever realized what he truly was, he'd never be able to live a normal life and see so much of history through the eyes of a regular citizen, right? Someone not being harassed all the time. So he does what he can to hide this fact. Then, going back to his family, well, where are they? If he has a father, and his father has a father, where are the mothers? Right? Or maybe any other siblings that he may have. How come none of them have ever piped up about Myek and his odd behaviors? Sure, maybe they all ran off to elsewhere to be with the rest of the Khajiit, but it seems conspicuous that just the Myeks of the family would remain outside. And you don't think any of them would ever try to pull just one of the Myeks aside and say, hey, what's with all the mysterious crap, running around alone and talking like you're trying to come up with a riddle? No, it doesn't add up. This Myek may very well be the one and only one, and he's a god to survive this long. Who knows what he has planned for the future. Number 2, the character you played in Oblivion is also the Shay Gorath that you see in Skyrim. Now, just in case you don't know, at the end of the Shivering Isles DLC in Oblivion, spoiler alert, I'm giving you a few seconds to leave if you want. but you probably won't. The player character ends up mantling the role of Gorath. You're the new king of madness. Cheese, games, fun, it's all yours. The thing is, we don't know what happened in between Oblivion and Skyrim. Maybe someone else took your spot, but the reason people think that it is still the hero of Kvatch is because of a line of dialogue during the quest, The Mind of Madness. Referring to the events in Oblivion, Gorath says that he was there for that, quote, whole sordid affair, and he brings up specific details about it, like butterflies, a bunch of which you did see when you were first teleported to the Isles, also a fox, referring to the Grey Fox, who was the guildmaster for the Thieves Guild. Right, he seems to know exactly what you would have known while going through Cyrodiil for yourself. Now, he doesn't specifically say that he was the one doing it, he just says that he was there for it all. So maybe he was just a fly on the wall? We can't be sure, but the signs that they're both the same person seem to be very, very strong. And number 1, Doomsday may soon be upon us. This idea comes from the longest unsolved mystery in all of Skyrim, the bugs in the jars. Something just the community has been scratching their heads at for far too long. There's so many theories about what these bugs mean that I can't list all of them. However, I will turn our attention to the one that I personally think is the most interesting. Ready? There are 5 jars, and each one you find has runes on the back of the lid. If you use Elder Futhark, the oldest form of runic writing, and then study the words they translate to, they have hints that sound like they're referring to places, specifically different cities. So for each of the 5 jars, they correlate to Whiterun, Morthal, Dawnstar, then Winterhold, and Windhelm. I'll use a picture from the forum that I was reading this, and as you can see, it forms a pentagon. Already that's an interesting shape, but it continues. If you go to the middle of each line on that pentagon, you'll find a dragon's lair, right? Skyborn Altar, then Sheerpoint, Mount Anthor, then Zinchileft, which does end up leading to Blackreach, where you can still find a secret dragon. The only one that's different is the 5th one, and that's the Tower Stone. The thing is, this gives you the ability to open locks, or maybe in another interpretation, unlock this crazy secret we're on to. So it still counts as prevalent, alright? Connect all of them, and then it makes yet another pentagon. 2 of them! Now, if you explore near the center of all of this, you'll eventually hit the Wainin Stones, which has a Shrine of Talos there, as well as a spot for offerings. There are offerings to be made, are there? Let's do some killing then. So, the idea is this. If you place all 5 jars on the altar there in a pentagon, just like on your map, then you go to each of these cities, the 5 ones, you commit a horrible mass genocide there, then you go kill the dragons in the 2nd pentagon, right? And then go to the Tower Stone and activate that, then you have successfully put in motion the apocalypse for all of Tamriel. What exactly will happen? You can only wait to find out. Will tidal waves wash over all the land? Will the dragons come back in full force and rain fire from the sky? Or will everything just turn black and all you can hear is Sithis whispering in your ear? For now, we're just not sure. But who's to say it isn't waiting for us right around the corner? And there you have it, my top 5 fan theories in Skyrim. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And down below, please tell me, is there another one you would like to add to this list? Alright, thank you very much for watching. And actually, sorry, just before you go, Myek told me to tell you that he is actually a god. But does that just make it a double bluff then?